Hi, everyone. Okay, so here we go. I'm super excited to share with you how to contour and highlight. Now, I also want to go ahead and tell you now I'm no expert at this. I've learned this with my own face, and I get excited about teaching others because I feel like a lot of times you see all this contour and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do that, and so you never do it. So this is a way for you to try it out and because you can do it. Okay, so grab your makeup bag. Okay, of course I use all Mary Kay products. I absolutely love them, but I don't want you to not try to contour because you might not feel like you have the products that I'm going to be using. Okay, so pretty much what's going on right now on my face is I have my foundation already on. Okay, now you want to make sure that like in the summer you're going to wear like probably a darker shade, and in the fall you're going to use more of a lighter shade. Okay, that's pretty much how you do it. Or some like to kind of keep their shade, and they just kind of in the fall they'll do more bronzers and that kind of stuff. And that's again when contouring really comes in a lot, when you're using some bronzers and you're kind of warming up your face. Okay, and so get your makeup bag out and follow along with me. I'm going to be contouring with powders, and I'm also going to be highlighting with a concealer. Okay, and so pretty much what you do is so let me show you let me show you. So so these are the two concealers that I normally highlight with. Okay, for my skin tone, I either do a light ivory or a deep ivory. Okay, either one, it just kind of depends. I'm going to do a light ivory today. Okay. Also, the contouring with powders. Okay, I love our Little Perfect palette, and these are their two highlight colors. You're gonna have the lighter one is a glazed, and this is more of a like a honey glow. And then of course this is going to be obviously the one I wear the most. This is the latte, and then this is the I can't think of this color. It's the darker shade. So these are the contours, okay, that I'm going to be using the powders, okay. And then of course I'll put a little blush on for you, and I'm going to finish up with some translucent powder. And so I have a little bit of eyes on, a little bit of lips on, just so I want to make this like as quick as possible for you to understand and see it, but it also be easy for you, okay? Now on marykay.com, or you go to your consultant's website, okay, you can actually look up the different contouring like the face shapes. Okay, so I'm going to just show you this, and kind of depending on your face shape really does depend on your face shape. It really does depend on where the contour and highlight goes. Okay, and so first of all, up here it's more of an oval. It's an oval, so it shows you for an oval face, you're doing the contour underneath the cheekbones is really the only place that they're getting you to do the powder, the contour, the darker shade. Okay, the highlight basically they only have you doing the forehead and the chin. So if you have that oval shape face, that's where you're contouring. Okay, if you have a round face, which is what I have, okay, so I'm going to be doing the round face. I'm really between a round and heart. Let me know what you think my face shape is. But basically for the round, you're going to go in the temples, okay, underneath the cheekbone, and then you're going to grab on the sides of the face right here. And of course for the highlight, you're going to go the forehead, and you're going to go the chin area. Okay, I do bring highlight underneath here as well on my face. I like to lighten the eye area, and so does most people. Okay, and so every single one of these face shapes you can also highlight the under eye area. Okay, so then we have the square. The square right here, again, is pretty much in the same area as the round. It's the temples, under the cheekbone, and on the sides of the jawline. Okay, again, here for the heart shape, same thing, except so if you're a heart shape, instead of doing the sides here, you're really doing here because you're trying to push the chin back. See, in the heart shape, the chin kind of is pointed. Okay, so I think I might be heart. I don't know. I go in between. But so the dark color is shaded here to kind of push the chin back. Okay, and then of course the long face, you're doing the contour up on the forehead and here because you're trying to like push kind of push that area back, okay? And then the highlight is on the forehead. So it pretty much depends on if you want to look at your face shape, then you kind of determine on where you want to put the color, okay? So what do you want to bring out? Okay, what do you want to really bring out? Or well, how do I put it? What do you want to bring attention to? That is what you highlight. What you want to pay attention to. That is what you highlight. Okay, so that's pretty much. And then of course, the contour colors is what you want to like pull back, like what you want to like diminish more, or push back, or like chisel out and kind of define more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer. I like to kind of do right here on the forehead. Okay, in like the crease of my eye, like the little duck of my eye, and then I just pull it here, duck of my eye, and I pull it there. Okay, and then I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit on my chin, right here. Okay, and like again, it's just a real simple. That's where I do mine. Okay, and so I'm gonna be using the Beauty Blender. I already kind of wet it and squeeze it out a little bit, and I kind of pinch it, and I'm just gonna pat it in right here in the eye area. So I bring it up. This whole area I like to highlight. Okay, and in the eye area here, and then all the way up. And see how I'm coming all the way that way. Okay, so here, and then I'm just using like some like patting motions, and I'm bringing this up here. Okay, now usually what you do is you take like 2 shades lighter than your foundation. That's kind of to determine your shade, is you do 2 shades lighter than your foundation. Okay, and then I'll come here. And then I'm coming here. Okay, so that is where I do my highlight. Okay, simple. Okay, I'm trying to show this like where it's simple, so you're like, oh, I can do that, you know? Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take this palette, and I'm gonna use the Latte. Okay, so I love this brush that we have. It's really great. I use it for blush, I use it for contour and highlight. Okay, highlight when you're highlighting with powder. Okay, but I highlighted with concealer, so I'm not gonna be doing that. Okay, so basically you're gonna take this top edge of it. Okay. Okay, so pretty much for the highlight, for the contour, you hit the top of the ear and you come down like this. Okay, you see that? Okay. Okay. Then again, here. And then you're going to do the temples. Okay. So I just kind of come right here. I do kind of bring it, because I like to kind of blend it up, blend it all the way around. I kind of teach, like, you know, one thing to kind of remember you can kind of do here. It's like a backwards, like a 3. It's like this. You see that? You see how I did that? It was just kind of like, just to kind of show you again. It's here, and then here. So that's pretty much to kind of like an easy thing to remember. Okay. All right. and that's it. Like that's really it. But except of course, like you have to of course blend. Okay. And then okay, so but before I blend it in, no, let's go ahead and blend it. Let's go ahead and blend it. So I'm gonna take my brush. I have nothing really on it yet, but I'm just gonna kind of blend it together, like kind of. Kind of like where the highlight and here touch. I'm kind of like making sure that I'm blending it together. Okay, look great. All right, and then I would like take my my blush. Okay, and so I have Rosy Nude blush right here. And like this is the apples of my cheek, and like this is where the contour was. So I'm gonna go up here, up in my hairline. See that? Same here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to take the highlight color and put it kind of, the highlight's going to be on top and kind of pretty much where I did that concealer. Okay, so I'm going to take the brush, okay, and I'm going to do it right here, above where the cheekbone was. This is where I remember where I put the highlight. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave my eyes kind of light. I'm not going to put it there. Okay? All right. Before I do my translucent, I'm going to come back. Cocoa. I just remember it's cocoa. I'm going to take the cocoa. If you want to define a little bit more. Okay? If I just want to like define that chisel that a little bit more, you can take the cocoa. And you can like, so with a round face, it's like it really does make a difference. Okay, it gives you more of an elongated face. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna take my big powder brush, take my translucent powder, I'm almost done. I'll put some powder in my brush. I like to tap it a little bit so it doesn't get everywhere. And I'm basically gonna I'm gonna blend it, okay? But before I blend it, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna squeeze it, and I'm gonna put it underneath my eye area right here, okay? Remember, that's what I like to have light, okay? So I still have some on my brush, okay? So now I'm gonna blend it all together. I'm gonna kind of come back and do that last, okay? So I'm just blending. Blending is like the key. It really is. Blending is the key. And then I'm gonna come back. And there you have it, girls. I absolutely love when you take the time. It doesn't want to take that much time to do your contour and your highlight. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask your beauty consultant, get the diagram for the contours. You can kind of follow along. And if you don't have these products, then ask your consultant and stay tuned because there's going to be a great little deal for some of these products later on tonight. Bye, everyone.